Hello, everybody. This is Casey. I'm here to do Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for April 1st to 15th, 2019. If you hear some snoring back here, it's my dog. She's telling me it's way past our bedtime. And she's got to be under my feet. Okay. So we will do, I pulled a Sacred Traveler card. We'll read that at the end. We will pull 10 cards, Celtic Cross, and we will clarify with the Smith Waite cards. These are the Gilded Tarot, okay? And welcome back to my subscribers. If you're new, welcome. Glad to have you. I hope you will like the channel. We're new, trying to get some things. If you have some suggestions for me, let me know. My daughter already got in here tonight. I usually don't do readings this late. And the light's shining off the table really bad. So she got on here and harassed me on, I think it was the Pisces Love. That's so funny. She had to get on and harass me and tell me, why can't I see your face? Why is the light shining off the table? It's like, okay. You know, things I need to hear. So I do love to hear the feedback. And, you know, if this resonates, I would love if you would subscribe and share. And eventually we will get enough people to have lives where we can do interactive readings. So that's something to look forward to in the future. Okay. I hope you all had an awesome Mercury retrograde. I'm glad everybody survived it. Okay. So clarification for the future. Hello. We do have One Blue Love 23. How are you? How awesome. It's fun having people watch live. Eventually, we're going to get enough people that we can have lives, interactive lives, have a lot of people. So I am good. I'm glad Mercury retrograde's over. How about you? Okay. So are you Cancer? Yeah, that was a heck of a ride. Hi, Champagne. She's back. It's 11. Yeah, it's 12:11 here. Cool. Okay, so for Cancer, we have the Nine of Cups in the situation. Okay, so that's a wish card. So I tell people with the wish cards, what you think is what you present to the universe as a wish card. So if you're worrying about things, if you're focusing on the negative, that's the wish that you're putting out to the universe. And let me give you an example of that also. Whenever somebody asks you something, the first reaction that you have is what the universe is going to respond to. Because if you read Pam Grout's books and in E Squared, she gives a lesson to where you ask the universe for something specific, okay? And I thought, oh, I want to see an eagle. And I said, nah, there's no eagles anymore here in Elbert County. So I said, I want to see turquoise Indian jewelry. And this is supposed to happen within 48 hours. So I'm walking around for the next 48 hours, and I'm seeing lots of silver turquoise jewelry. I'm not seeing any, silver Indian jewelry, not turquoise Indian jewelry. I'm getting tired, guys. So I drove down my friend's house, and I'm driving down the road coming home, and I see what I think is a raven in the middle of the road. When I got up there, it was an eagle. eating the roadkill. And it's like, okay, the universe is always going to give you the first thing that you respond to. So pay attention to your thoughts. It's the same thing. When somebody asks you something and you second guess yourself, say, no, that's not what I want. I want this. The universe is still going to respond to that first thought that you have. So this is the wish card. So focus on the positive, okay? And yet, see, cups are new beginnings. They could be a very young person, but as somebody that's, I'm kind of feeling like somebody's going to come in to offer an apology, if that makes sense. They're definitely offering a cup of love, something of an emotional nature, but I'm kind of feeling this time like it's an apology, okay? So I had another card behind that too. So here's the Two of Pentacles. So, the prosperity and abundance is there. You're learning to juggle it. But the thing is, there's lots of prosperity and abundance here. There's lots of opportunities here. Like I said, I'm getting tired, guys, okay? So all these possibilities, the rainbow's all the possibilities, but you're juggling what you know. And see, his ship is coming in the back, and there's a dolphin too, if you could see it. Okay, dolphins represent communication. Trying to get this better. And his ship is coming in, but the thing is, he's got his back turned to the ship. He's not open to receiving at this point. You have to be open to receiving in order for the universe to give to you. Or it may be that you're not open to receiving this apology. Okay? And then we have the Chariot. There's been some success, but there's been forward movement. You're trying to get things into balance, but there's no control yet because she doesn't have reins on the Sphinxes. So she has no control of what they do. Okay. You're right. He does look distracted, doesn't he, hon? Or it could be, to me, he's offering not a very sincere apology. See? But it's something of an emotional nature. He's very much distracted. You're right. I never paid attention to that before. Thank you for pointing that out. So in the past, we have the King of Swords. Now, this is definitely somebody, look at him. He's very distracted. He's almost bored. Kings are masters. Okay, the other card. You're right. He looks detached and bored too. So I'm kind of detecting a little bit of a theme here that now that you pointed it out, that's awesome. Okay. He looks detached. The cups, the page looks detached. This guy definitely looks detached. Okay. Kings are masters of their suit. He's mastered his thoughts, his intellect, what he's feeling. And this is usually somebody that's in some kind of could be somebody in law enforcement or the legal field or something. Somebody that has that observes. Okay, he's set back, he's bored, he's observant, he's watching everything that's going on, okay? So in the now, we have the Nine of Swords. So this card is telling me that you're anxious, you're worried, you're upset. You don't even want to get out of bed. You don't know what to do. But see, there's a little owl here. Owls bring in wisdom. And they also bring in truth. They say Athena used to put an owl on her shoulder because she could only see half the truth. And when she would have the owl on her shoulder, she could see the whole truth, okay? Then we have the Hierophant. That's a figure of authority, okay? It could be somebody that's head of a church institution. It could be the head of a hospital. It could be a marriage card. But I think a lot of times too, this is also learning to tap into your own inner authority and learn who you are, what you want from your life. And then we have another page. We have a page of swords. You know, he's just kind of standing there swinging his sword around. But swords are your thoughts and your goals and things, and this is new beginnings and things. And he's not on very stable ground at the moment, you know. And I think his thoughts are, and then there's a little bird circle in his head, and it's like he's he's stuck in his head. But it's like a child that's just swinging the bat around, you know. So in the future, I have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is, she knows the secrets of the universe. She is dancing to the music of the universe. She is learning to come into balance. She follows her intuition, her knowing. Pay attention to your gut feeling. Pay attention to your intuition. Yes, definitely your higher self. And then we have the Tower. Okay, sometimes the universe steps in order to shake things up for us. Sometimes when we know that we need to make choices, when we need to make decisions, we procrastinate on it because we're not sure. That's when the universe will step in and shift things. You know, anything that was not built on a solid foundation is going to be shaken up in order to be rebuilt again. You know, and this is not a bad card because a lot of times you're waiting, you're feeling stuck and you don't know what to do, or you can't make a choice. And then you just kind of, the universe comes in and shakes everything up, and then you're kind of relieved because, you know, somebody made the choice for you. But then we have the Seven of Pentacles. You know, that's working hard. That's an apprentice card. You're learning a new skill. You know, you've got all these pentacles lined up to work on. You've completed one pentacle, but at the moment you're focusing only on one pentacle at a time, okay? You know, so he's working hard, he's learning things, and he's focusing attention on one thing at a time at this point, okay? I like your input. So you're stalling. That's awesome. Thank you. So where you're at now is the Knight of Cups. Okay, Knights are action. Okay, they're forward movement in most cases. This is moving forward, offering something of an emotional nature again. You know, it's not a fast-moving card. There's definitely new growth. There's definitely transformation going on. But it's like he's more holding the cup up as victory, you know, trying to keep it balanced while the horse is moving up. But he's moving forward to offer something. So that's where you're at now. The environment around you is the Ace of Swords. Aces are new beginnings in the universe. New beginnings are gifts from the universe. I'm tired. I'm sorry. And this is learning to tap into your passions and your goals and your desires and knowing who you are and what you want. And that's where you want to be, because you want somebody else who knows who they are and what they want. You know, you want to complement each other. So in the hopes and fears, we have justice. You know, you want to balance things. You want to achieve things. You could be legal contracts. It could even be a marriage license. It's coming into balance. Libras, and this is a Libra card, is obsessive about balance. I'm a Libra. I know I am very bad. I get obsessive about trying to balance things. And I have a lot of Libra. Okay. So it's decisions being made in your favor. Fair and just decisions. Okay. And the result is the Seven of Wands. You've got all these things to do. You're feeling overwhelmed. And instead of trying to battle through and do it all at once, it's time to set some priorities, to set some goals. You can get more accomplished if you focus on one thing at a time rather than trying to do everything all at once. I will be doing readings at different times, so everything will be a little more clearer from now on. Okay, but definitely pick one thing at a time. It's like pick your balance. Again, there's still the pillars are coming into balance here. But, pick your battles. So we have the Judgment card, and that's an awakening. Pay attention to what's going on around you. It could be a renewal. It could be a reunification. It could be a reconciliation of something. But definitely pay attention to what's going on. Be aware of everything that's going on around you. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Again, another gift from the universe. And this is also tapping into your passions and your desires. There's lots of new growth there. It's moving forward. It definitely, see, the universe is offering it. So the card that I pulled, the Sacred Traveler Oracle card, is Grace and Gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands, okay? And these are new cards, so I don't know them very well, so I'm going to read from the book. Let's see. But they're awesome cards. Okay, through gratitude, joy expands. The secret to expanding joy is to cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you. It's simple, easy, and so powerful. Be grateful for as much as you can. Thankfulness is modern day alchemy. It can yield happiness, grace, and peace beyond imagination. So it's, fulfilling everything with gratitude, focusing on gratitude. The more you focus on gratitude, the more grateful you are for things, then the more the universe gives you. Because like attracts like. That's what I was saying about, if you're focusing with the wish card, if you're focusing on the negative, you're going to draw more negative. But if you're focusing on your gratitude and your prosperity, then you're going to bring in more of that. So pay attention and focus on the positive. Cool. I'm glad you liked the reading. Thank you for joining me tonight. That's cool. I hope you subscribe. Then you could come in and talk to me next time too. I didn't think anybody would show up on these on the general reads tonight because apparently YouTube only notifies you of the first three you put up, and this is like my 6th one tonight. So I've done 2 Pisces, 2 Libra, and 2 Cancer tonight. So, and then I'll try to do 6 again tomorrow. But I'm glad you came. I'm glad you interacted with me. That was fun. Kept me awake, alert, and I learned a few things. Thank you for that. Pay attention to facial expressions. I usually look at everything else that's going on around them, but I guess I just never thought about looking at the facial expressions, and I thank you for that awareness. That's cool. So thank you for letting me read for you. I hope you'll be back, and I will see you guys again the middle of the month. So you have a good night, and I'm glad you survived the Mercury retrograde. And just take it easy the next 2 weeks as we come out of the shadow for Mercury retrograde too. Okay? You have a good night, and thank you. You're welcome, and thank you too.